Chronicle of Transformation. August 19th, 2021. I'd just come home from my first day of school in an entirely new country. I missed my old school, family and the people I used to hang out with every day. I thought nothing could be worse than moving 2,000 miles away from my former home. My soul was tearing to pieces and I just wanted to get my foregone life back. September 25th, 2021. I got offered a volunteering position at a musical theatre class for people with special abilities, varying from Down syndrome, autistic spectrum disorder, amongst others. Since I was in serious need of community service hours for school, I gladly accepted. Nonetheless, I never expected to meet my ultimate inspiration in the form of one of the people I helped. September 29th, 2021. He was sitting on a big blue chair in the corner of the room, sharing his smile with everyone who walked by. What makes him extremely special, though, is that despite the countless limitations his body has to endure day by day, he has a free, ambitious mind that inspires everyone. His name is Charles. At first, I didn't expect him to be able to move around that much. However, as soon as I helped him put his shoes on, he stood up and walked to the bar and started imitating the teacher's ballet moves. This was the first lesson Charles taught me. No matter how many limitations you have in your life, you've got to find a way to keep on. December the 13th, 2021. After months of intensive rehearsals, we finally made our appearance at the Winter Showcase. I'll never forget the smile that was drawn in his face throughout the entire show. "One day, I'm going to be a professional actor," he said, as we were bowing to the applauding crowd. That day, Charles taught me a second lesson. Never stop believing in yourself, despite how impossible or difficult to reach your goals may seem. January 19th, 2022. I returned from winter break, excited for the new production we were going to put up, Aladdin. Charles was quite excited and kept fighting for his dream of being a professional actor someday. His ability to keep on going always inspired me, and I admire him for that to this day. May 31st, 2022. I tested positive for COVID. I couldn't believe it. I felt my whole world was falling down in pieces. The show was 1 week away. I neatly folded and packed my costume and prepared to take it back to the theatre. I hoped that by some miracle I would test negative soon so I could at least go and watch the show. June 6th, 2022. I finally tested negative. I was extremely happy since I would be able to watch the finished production. Everything was going out as planned. I was on cloud 9 as I saw each of the actors remember each line and choreography. Charles walked on stage, but as he was preparing to say his lines, he fell down. I immediately felt the muscles in my entire body stiffen. My heart started pounding fast as I saw him on the ground. As panic filled the room, I started telling myself that everything would be fine. He would overcome what had happened to him. The following minutes were full of silence. Moments later, Charles reappeared from one of the entries and everyone started clapping and cheering for him. He bowed a few times and gifted the audience the most genuine smile I've ever seen. After that, he continued performing as if nothing had happened. The fear that had formed inside me finally came out in the form of tears. I realised the third lesson that Charles taught me is every inconvenience is just a bump in the road. Don't let it get in your way towards your goals and dreams. Although I know I have helped Charles in many ways, he saved me from losing myself. If I hadn't met him, I wouldn't have gotten the inspiration to adapt to my life in the United States. I would have seen every insignificant obstacle as a gigantic impediment to accomplishing my goals. Ever since I met Charles, I've seen the challenges I face as bumps on the road that I can easily overcome if I put a little bit of perspective and ambition into each of my actions.
Please hang up and try again.